TMD Sports is brought to you by Fanatics.com for all your official licensed gear. Can the Cleveland Cavaliers make it further in the playoffs with these changes, subtle changes that they decide to make? My boy Aaron Sims joins us in the studio, and we clown around a little bit. So let's have a conversation. You can catch it on Spotify, iHeartRadio, Radio Online, Spreaker. Let's get it. What up, YouTube? What up, YouTube? What up, Facebook, and all the social media groups? It's TMD Sports. As you well know, we always talk about what's going on in the sports world and our beloved Cleveland Browns. My brother, Aaron Sims, is in the studio tonight. We're going to get it in, and then later on, the rest of the cast will come in. But we just want to have these different segments to give you all a different look, man. Brother, how you doing, my brother?
Man, I'm doing terrific, man.
Don't forget to get the chair to that. Hey, this ain't sponsored by Modelo, but we don't give a fuck. But anyway.
Not sponsored by Modelo, but by a fly fellow by the name of TMD Sports, Mr. Dickens. What's happening? You can do an intro, though, at least.
Yeah.
You do a little intro, do the clicks, and say, this is TMD Sports, do the B&J intro.
Yeah. We're gonna put that together, though. But, excuse me. So, we just had to chop it up for a minute. So let's get back to the show. So as you well know, the Cavs, the draft is over. They're starting to play their D-League, the Giddy games and stuff like that. The Cavaliers, and we have Emoni Bates. Now, how do you feel about Emoni Bates coming to Cleveland now? Do you think he can be effective? What do you think?
I think he can be effective, especially on the defensive end. It gives us a chance to put, basically 3 7-footers out there at the same time. Mm-hmm. I know he's only 6'9", but he has a 7'3" wingspan. Mm-hmm. He's a young man, so he can run a lot. I liked a couple of years ago when they had marketing. And they had marketing in there with Evan Mobley, and Evan could play on the arch and, three-point shots, the percentage went down a big because you're shooting over a 7-footer.
Correct.
Same thing with Emoni Bates. He's 6'9" with a 7'3" wingspan. If you put him on there and you put Evan on the block with Allen, you got him to roam around. And then you got the 2 guards that make up for, some things that they might have to do to help each other, with Garland, being a smaller guard, and as well as Mitchell being a smaller guard. I think this just makes them a bigger and a better team defensively, even though they were number 1. So this just tells me they'll be a little better in playoff time.
Yeah. They kind of got away from that concept when Mitchell got here. And remember I was saying before, it's like he had free autonomy to do whatever he wanted to do.
Right.
So that's on Bickerstaff. Bickerstaff has to learn with this new kid. Hopefully he plays good enough to where he can start, come on up from what is it, the Ken charge? What is it, the Ken?
Coming from Ken charge.
Whatnot. Hopefully he won't even have to end up being down there. Mm-hmm. I hope he can get here and be an instant starter and make an instant impact. They call him the next Kevin Durant.
Oh, you got Kevin Durant's skills. I mean, he can shoot the 3. He can play on the post. He can play the 4 as well as the 3. He's basically a 7-footer at 3, and I think that's where they draw the Kevin Durant.
He's 6'9". Yeah.
He's 6'9". So, but the wingspan. It's all about how you can reach. Yeah. So I like that. But what I don't like about it, I don't think they got any tougher. I mean, the guy's 6'9". He looked like he weighed about 135 pounds.
He definitely got to put on some. Him and Mobley. Yeah. They need to get in the gym. Have you seen Ben Simmons?
Yeah.
Man, Simmons looked like a monster now.
Yeah, but it's a shame though. Simmons, actually, as tall as he is, as big as he's getting, and he don't shoot no jump shots. Maybe he should move to a dribbling 3. You know what I mean? Play as a 4 who can handle the rock.
Yeah.
I think he's putting on that weight so that he can guard the 4s and the 3s. Mm-hmm. Because he's a point guard at heart. He's a point guard, just like LeBron's a point guard at heart. But he don't shoot good enough to be a point guard or be called a guard. So it's time for him to put on a little weight and get a little courage bend, and decide to be there every day too. He's one of them people that got the paycheck, and as long as you show up and look good, you get paid. Now it's time to be that brother from LSU that we thought you was gonna be.
Yeah, true that. But the Cavs got a long way to go. I really honestly don't think they really improved that much. You know, you got Strauss. Strauss is coming off the bench in Miami anyway. You know what I'm saying? So I wasn't really too enthusiastic about that pick. I was looking for like a impact. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They re-signed LeVert, looking for an impact player to really come in, like you said. Maybe this rookie, maybe he can be that guy.
I think they need Morris. I think they need one of the Morris guys because what they need is physicality. You know, because
you don't know the twins.
Yeah, one of the Morris twins.
They available?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
I'm looking at for them to make a move for one of them because they need somebody who's experienced, who can make a bucket, and who was a little tough down there. You know, we fought back and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you seen Mitchell when he, you know, ended up fighting Memphis. Everybody fights Memphis.
Yeah.
You know, but he ended up doing it. But you know, and you know, basketball ain't fighting, but sometimes you gotta get physical down there. We looked at Randall last year from New York, just pretty much have his way whenever he wanted to get physical.
Yeah, he was hurt.
Right.
He's still like that.
But I think that's going to happen in the playoffs because the playoffs, everybody gets physical.
Mm-hmm.
So I just think the Cavs are missing physicality. I think they got everybody in the skill position they need. I like the pickup because now they can have basically 3 7-footers out there at the same time. And you know, and Monty Bates has been good since high school.
Mm-hmm.
You know the story of him and Penny Hardaway. You know, Penny Hardaway took him.
Break that down. Explain that for the listeners who the viewers, whatnot, about that whole story.
Oh no, Penny Hardaway seen something in him as a young kid, and he mentored him and everything. And then Hardaway was offered a job at Memphis. Mm-hmm. So of course, you know, first he went to the Memphis Tigers, and of course, you know, they always want to figure out a rule. That's why the NCAA ain't what it used to be. Mm-hmm. You know, they said, oh, it was tampering because he was living with Penny Hardaway, and you know, Hardaway was buying him shoes in high school and all this and that. Mm-hmm. He was really just looking out for a kid. You know, it's no different than Drew Joyce getting a job at St. V's, you know. So I didn't agree with it, but he ended up going to Eastern Michigan, being a star, and you know, first round draft pick for the Cavs. You know, I just wish the best for the young man. He's been in the stars since the beginning for him.
Mm-hmm. So what is your expectation? You think we'll be back? The Cavs will be back in the playoffs this year, or can we go a little deeper? You know, I know we said that we thought they could do it, and that was heartbreaking. But you think they'll get past the first round now?
Yeah, I think there'll be one more step. I think they'll be third when it comes to playoffs. I think it'll be the third best team in the East.
Do it really matter?
Yeah.
You think so?
I think home field does matter.
Okay.
You know, with the Cavs, because they're not that tough.
Yeah.
So they want to be home. They want to get those calls. You know, things like that. They may need to be home.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, you just had the first team, the AC, make it to the final. So I never really, you know, a lot of people feel like the regular season doesn't matter as much until you get to the playoffs, but in seeding, because any team, as they just shown, any team can make it. You know, if you've 8-1, but I get what you're saying. We were number 4, and what happened? We got knocked out in the first round.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We won 50-something games, and that shit just.
And think about how many teams have made it from the H seed.
Not a lot.
Wasn't it the first one?
Yeah, I think they. Yeah. No, I think there was the second one in years.
Okay.
I think it was like 20 years or something like that.
It don't happen very much.
It don't happen often. You sure don't. But any team, you get in that top 8, you got a chance. You know, the Cavs had a chance. They had a chance, man. They just, like I said, I blame Bickerstaff, man, for not being able to adjust to. I honestly thought they was gonna kind of fire him, but you know, they wanted to give him another chance. You know what I'm saying? I get it, but if he don't get it right this year, it's gonna be a problem, bro.
You don't fire the coach with the number 1 defense, man, because defense being number 1, that shows effort. That means you're buying into what the coach say. I actually blame Garland a little more for being such a passive, young, nice guy. You know, he knew Donovan Mitchell was a bucket. And he fell back. And if you look, Garland took a little step back this year. Yeah. I'm looking for Garland to take that step back up and be the Garland that he was his sophomore year. I guess he's an every other year type guy, a Baker Mayfield type. You know what I mean? But, you know, I look for him to have one of them good seasons this year. I look for him to find his comfortability with Mitchell, you know, and I think he'll take a little more shots.
No doubt. So before we end it, should we trade Jarrett Allen?
I say no.
Okay.
He's a young, hardworking, good defensive.
If we could package him, if you got this man and Bates comes, he ends up living up to his potential, and Allen's got a decent contract, you don't think that we could probably get something maybe to help the bench?
Allen's 7 foot. Bates won't ever be 7 foot.
Yeah.
You know, Allen's 7 foot and he got Bates by about 50 pounds. You know, we're not ready for that. You know what I mean? I could see if we had a really good backup, you know what I'm saying? Backup center, maybe we could do that and get somebody for Allen. But Allen is our workhorse. He's our closest thing to someone physical on our team.
Yeah, he got pushed around.
He got pushed around because he had no help. You know, so I really think, you know, Allen, even being a year older and watching the playoffs, I don't think he'll get pushed around like that no more because he's not small and he's not scared. You know, he's just young.
No doubt. Hey, it is what it is, y'all. And I love to thank y'all for tuning in. We probably move on to the next segment real quick and bring the rest of the cast in, but I had to get this one on with my brother. Aaron's is in the building. Y'all gonna see more of this, man, and y'all stay tuned for the next segment.
Yep. Christy Pete, much love. Hey, what's up, JB? One time.